redesigned GMC Acadia with 3 rows, now bigger and better than ever. Check out our hottest sailors, while stock lasts, of Chevy Trax and Trailblazers. Or how about Motor Trend's Truck and SUV of the Year, our very own Chevy Colorado and Blazer EV. With all new factory incentives and aggressive Auto Plaza discounts, get a deal on a GMC Sierra or Chevy Silverado, both half-ton and heavy-duty trucks not seen in years. Only at the Auto Plaza. We love you, Pahrump.
In Nevada, anything that goes into the storm drain goes directly to our local waterways, which can pollute Nevada's lakes and rivers. Here's some waterway wisdom so you can help do your part this spring. Clean up vehicle leaks and spills. Scoop your dog's poop, bag it, and discard it. Apply fertilizers and pesticides sparingly. Avoid sprinkler runoff. Use waterway wisdom. And remember, only rain should go into the storm drain. Join us in working together to preserve our water resources for future generations of Nevada.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. I'm David Preston on this Friday, June 28th. Earlier this week, 2 men were reported missing in Lake Mead. Today, a statement is released from the National Park Service saying they were found dead. Rory Russell has this story.
On Thursday, June 27th, the National Park Service released a statement asking for the public's help to find 2 missing people in Lake Mead. Unfortunately, in the early hours of June 28th, the National Park Service released an updated statement saying that the men's bodies have been recovered with the assistance of the Las Vegas Metro's search and rescue team. As of this report, the 2 men have not been publicly identified. Officials say that they were boating with friends at Lake Mead, and they decided to go for a swim and did not return. Their remains were located near Calville Bay area, officials noted. No information was immediately available according to local authorities. News 25 will update you if any new information becomes available.
The female victim of the Wednesday, June 19th homicide in Petrick Park is 54-year-old Shan Prince. Prince was reportedly stabbed multiple times by suspect Taylor Peck. Peck then fled the scene and was captured later in the evening by Nye County Sheriff's deputies near Salvation Army on Dahlia Street. According to Sheriff Joe McGill, the motive of the stabbing began when Shan Prince allegedly thought Taylor Peck was going to steal her bicycle in the park. News 25 will keep you updated as we learn more about this story. Las Vegas Metro released a press statement giving details as to what they suspect happened during the deadly shooting that occurred earlier this week.
The North Las Vegas Police Department is giving a final update on what they believe at this time was the events surrounding the shooting that left 5 people dead and a 13-year-old in critical condition on June 24th. Through their investigation, North Las Vegas Police homicide detectives learned that the suspect, Eric Adams, was visiting his 45-year-old ex-girlfriend on a ground floor apartment in Las Vegas. The two got into a domestic-related argument, and during which Adams armed himself with a gun and shot the 2 other women in the apartment. The ex-girlfriend's 24-year-old daughter and the daughter's 22-year-old girlfriend. An upstairs neighbor who was a 20-year-old man who also knew the woman in the ground floor apartment overheard the argument and allegedly went downstairs to see if he could intervene and help the woman. For unknown reasons, Adams shot the man inside of the downstairs apartment. The man's 59-year-old grandmother, 40-year-old mother, and 13-year-old sister remained in the apartment upstairs. After shooting the man, Adams went upstairs into his apartment, confronting and shooting those 3 family members. Adams was unaware that there was 2 additional people out of sight in the upstairs apartment, and they were not harmed. The 2 unharmed people were later identified as additional family members, both in their late teens. The Clark County Coroner's Office has identified all 5 of the victims as Amy Damian, age 40, Damiana Marino, age 59, Christopher Damien, age 20, the ex-girlfriend's daughter, Kayla Harris, age 24, and her girlfriend, Jeanette Webster, age 22. Also, for unknown reasons, Adams took his ex-girlfriend hostage and drove away from the scene. During the early hours of June 25th, the ex-girlfriend was able to escape from Adams unharmed and approached Metro police officer who was on an unrelated traffic stop. She provided the officer with details of what transpired at the apartment complex. Officers had given Adams verbal commands to drop his firearm. However, Adams ignored those commands and died by suicide. The surviving victims and their family are currently being treated by North Las Vegas Police Department victim advocates and detectives to help them through this difficult time. This continues as an ongoing investigation, but no further information will be released.
Last night's U.S. presidential debate went down in history within seconds of its launch. We are now joined by News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers with our real news perspective here at KPVM.
News 25 Las Vegas watched the initial U.S. presidential debate between Presidents Donald J. Trump and Joe Biden uninterrupted for the full 90 minutes. While Trump remained poised, collective, and reflective, Biden's frail stature, fluff sound bites, and extreme overuse of "the idea" was a vision for all voters as we gear up for Election Day come November 5th.
We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our health care system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
The United States of America's commander-in-chief was MIA for days at Camp David as he prepped for the CNN segment.
We have to get a lot of these people out, or we have to get them out fast because they're going to destroy our country. Just take a look at where they're living. They're living in luxury hotels in New York City and other places. Our veterans are on the street. They're dying because he doesn't care about our veterans. He doesn't care. He doesn't like the military at all, and he doesn't care about our veterans. Nobody been worse. I had the highest approval rating for veterans taking care of the VA.
The very same liberal elites that have always propped Biden up are suddenly now nervous.
You're the sucker. You're the loser.
Party protocols make it nearly impossible to replace nominees without their consent, along with other time-sensitive criteria.
Afghanistan, where we left billions of dollars of equipment behind, we lost 13 beautiful soldiers, and 38 soldiers were obliterated. And by the way, we left people behind, too. We left American citizens behind. When Putin saw that, he said, you know what? I think we're going to go in and maybe take this was his dream. I talked to him about it, his dream. The difference is he never would have invaded Ukraine, never. Just like Israel would have never been invaded.
Nevada is now a universal vote-by-mail state.
I made sure that we're in a situation where all those black families and those black individuals who had to take out student loans that were ballooning, that if they were engaged in nursing, doctor, and anything having to do with volunteerism, if they paid their bills for 10 years on their student debt, all the rest is forgiven after 10 years. Millions have benefited from that. And we're going to do a whole lot more for black families.
He caused the inflation, and it's killing black families and Hispanic families and just about everybody. It's killing people. They can't buy groceries anymore. They can't. You look at the cost of food where it's doubled and tripled and quadrupled. They can't live.
Reporting from Las Vegas, I'm Maria Centers with News 25 Las Vegas.
While the Silver State automatically sends out mail-in ballots to all registered voters, residents are still allowed to vote in person for now. We have more news on the other side of this break. You're watching Southern Nevada News Network.
Hi, I'm Attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. If you're hearing this, it means you're probably not dead, which is great. Call our office today to schedule an appointment for your will or your trust so that your family can be taken care of when you pass away. On the other hand, if you've recently lost a loved one, now it's time to talk and go over how to administer their estate. In either case, give us a call today, 775-727-9900. Let us show you why we've been recognized by Best of Las Vegas and voted Best Attorney in Pahrump for the last 4 years. Call today, 775-727-9900.
The hardware store that has it all. Pahrump Rentals and Do It Best Hardware. Quality tools including a massive channel lock product line, plumbing, indoor and outdoor growing supplies, custom hydraulic hoses, custom paint matching, key cutting. And we're more than just hardware. A huge hobby and art department, homeopathic remedies, Myers Natural Cleaning Products, Duke Cannon men's products, gourmet nuts and licorice, local honey and bee pollen, and all kinds of unique gifts. Shop local, everything. If you don't see it, we can get it at Pahrump Rentals and Do It Best Hardware.
CBD guy here. Stressed out, can't sleep, just need that edge? The Dose to the rescue. We feature creams, salves, oils, lotions, and much more. Take advantage of our TV and online special, 40% off for the next 30 days.
All right.
The Dose Wellness Company is located at 3375 South Decatur Boulevard, Las Vegas, Nevada, or just order online at thedose.us. And remember, you're just a dose away from happy days.
Horizon Markets are a one-stop shop for convenience. Are you wanting to enjoy a hot cup of coffee and a pastry? Needing some fuel? Or want a simple refreshment or snack? Come visit one of our 6 Horizon Market locations near you. We also have the loosest slots around town with over $1 million in payouts. You will get Pahrump's hometown value where convenience and low prices meet. So no matter who you are, you'll find your Horizon in Pahrump.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by Tower Pizza, voted best pizza in Pahrump 2023. Give them a call at 775-537-2211, 775-537-2211, or visit the website www.towerpizzanv.com.
Welcome back to News 25. A jury in U.S. District Court has ordered the NFL to pay $4.8 million after violating the federal antitrust laws. Roy Russell files this report.
A jury in U.S. District Court ordered the NFL to pay $4.9 billion in damages Thursday, June 27th, after ruling that the league violated antitrust laws in distributing out-of-market Sunday afternoon games on a premium subscription service. The jury awarded $4.7 million in damage to the residential class and $96 million in damages to the commercial class. Since damages can be tripled under federal antitrust laws, the NFL could end up being liable for $14.39 billion. The lawsuit covered over 2.4 million residential subscribers and 49 businesses in the United States who paid for the package of out-of-market games from 2011 to 2022 seasons on DirecTV. The lawsuit claimed that the league broke antitrust laws by selling its package of Sunday games at an affiliated price. The subscribers also say that the league restricted competition by offering a Sunday ticket only on a satellite provider. Should the NFL end up paying the damages, it could cost each of the 32 teams approximately $449.6 million.
With July 4th coming up next week, News 25 catches up with Sheriff Joe McGill, who tells us about fireworks safety.
Hi, I'm Sheriff McGill. As I put out on our Facebook page and our app the other day, July 4th is coming up. As we all know, that has traditionally been a celebratory day and weekend, and again, traditionally involving fireworks. That is absolutely fine as long as they are the legal fireworks. Nye County sells legally illegal fireworks. That means that a lot of the fireworks that are sold at the fireworks stores here in Nye County and Pahrump are illegal to possess or to use in Nye County or in Clark County. The legal fireworks are anything that does not explode or does not shoot up in the air, and there are some other minor restrictions to them. Just be aware that anything that explodes and anything that goes up in the air is not legal to possess or to use in Nye County, with the exception of at the fireworks launch pad. You can purchase a permit from any of the fireworks retail businesses to use on the launch pad, and you can shoot off anything you want there that is purchased. Otherwise, don't go out in your neighborhood, don't go out in the desert. Please don't be the person who is losing a finger or a hand or an eye because of mishandling of these things. And we also don't want you being charged for arson for lighting someone's yard or barn or the open field on fire. In our Facebook post that I posted 2 days ago, asking for everyone to be safe with their fireworks, I made mention to other law enforcement agencies from Clark County who are conducting enforcement activity on Highway 160. As you may be aware, the county line is at Trout Canyon Road and Highway 160. So once you cross that line, you're in Clark County. Other agencies from Clark County were conducting traffic enforcement and searching vehicles and impounding fireworks as they did leave our valley. So that could happen, and you don't want to have to face that hefty fine. If you want more information on that, there is more information on the internet. You can search, and you can see news articles addressing those other agencies making stops. So be safe, be smart, and have a good week. Thank you.
Here's Mikey with your look at sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Las Vegas Aviators dropped another one last night to the Sacramento River Cats, 14-8.
That's a 2-game losing streak.
Rematch this evening at 7:05. The Fontaine LeBleu hosted the 11th annual NHL Awards last night in Las Vegas. No Golden Knight was a finalist this year, but Vegas is leaving a big mark on the hockey world this week. They host the NHL Draft tonight and tomorrow at the Sphere. The Vegas Golden Knights have 5 picks in the 2024 NHL Draft, numbers 19, 180, 197, 212. Ajay Wilson scored 31 points last night as the Las Vegas Aces beat the Chicago Sky last night, 95-83. Next up for the Aces, they're off to Washington to play the Mystics tomorrow morning. And the Pahrump Valley Trojanettes dance team are holding a fundraising car wash from 9 a.m. to noon tomorrow morning at the Bob Roode Community Center. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
More news coming up. You're watching Southern Nevada News Network.
I was in a wreck. I need a check. Get Lerner and Rowe.
Get your check. Get Lerner and Rowe.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Get Lerner and Rowe.
Get smart. Get Lerner and Rowe.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
We love you, Pahrump. Thank you for making the Auto Plaza #1 in Nye County. We are incredibly grateful for your support and proud to be serving our community now for 20 years. Whether you're looking to replace or service your vehicle, consider this. We offer dozens of new GM models in cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus hundreds of the highest quality pre-owned vehicles for sale in Southern Nevada. Our all-star service team is here to keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape. The factory-trained and ASE certified technicians here can work on most makes and models, and we carry the latest in diagnostic and preventative maintenance tools to get the job done. Visit PahrumPCars.com to check out our current selection of vehicles, schedule a service appointment, or even order factory accessories for your ride. Don't forget to stop by the Auto Plaza and get a free alignment check before you hit the open road, or visit PahrumPCars.com.
Introducing Gold Standard X, your go-to partner for alternative investments. In a world dominated by traditional investment avenues, we stand out by offering precious metals, bullion, and exclusive rare coins and sets to diversify your portfolio. We offer world-class customer service, U.S.-based sales associates, fast delivery, and 100% insured shipping in discreet packaging. Are you ready to handle these uncertain times and diversify your portfolio? Call us at 1-800-265-1246 or visit goldstandardx.com today.
Oh, Happy Bread French Bakery and Cafe. Now serving breakfast all day, including our delicious crepe, waffles, omelettes, and more. For lunch, our deli sandwiches are the best in town, featuring high-quality meats and cheeses and made on our wonderful French breads baked here every day. Come enjoy our little corner of France in the desert and enjoy a conversation over an espresso, just like the street cafes of Paris. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 days a week. Merci.
Many things in a mother's life affect her pregnancy. You can help improve the health of mothers and babies in Nevada by completing a Pregnancy Risk Assessment Monitoring System, or PRAMS, survey from the Nevada Division of Public and Behavioral Health and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The survey asks new moms about their experience before, during, and after pregnancy. Responses are confidential. If you receive a PRAMS survey, please share your story.
If this is your wreck, you need a check. If this is your wreck, you definitely need a check. Hurt in a wreck? Need a check? We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. Now here's Mikey again to tell us what's cooking this Sunday morning on Classic Country Breakfast on Ace Country Radio and streaming on channel 25.8 and now on the new Ace Country Radio app.
You caught me listening to the Ace Country Radio app once again. You should too. Download it wherever you get your apps. On the menu this week on Classic Country Breakfast, born on June 27th, Lori Morgan, daughter of George Morgan. Born on June 28th, George Morgan. We'll celebrate them. In a star-studded Not an Oldie But a Goodie segment, T.G. Shepherd and Kelly Lang called the show to talk about their new album, Chemistry, the Duets Collection. Also in the Not an Oldie But a Goodie segment, my special guest, Terry McBride from McBride and the Ride, calls the show to talk about their new single, Amarillo Sky Live. He talks about his country music legend father, Dale McBride, and he talks about how he didn't care for the changes Garth Brooks made to one of his songs.
To be honest with you, Michael, I had that happen in a situation, and it was, as much as I love Garth Brooks, we had a song that I just loved. It's called The All-American Comeback Kid. And he invited the writers down to hear it. And right off the bat, he changed the title to just The All-American Kid, which I thought was interesting. I really like the All-American Comeback Kid because it's a kid that is a standout in sports, but then he goes on off to the war and he comes back. He survives. He makes it. And he's the All-American Comeback Kid, which was, I thought, made the hook powerful, you know. Mm-hmm. So he changed it. And he wrote a couple things in the verse and added a verse that I felt it didn't need. So anyway, I'll probably never get another Garth Brooks cut, but
Classic Country Breakfast this Sunday morning at 8 on Ace Country Radio, streaming at KPVM.TV, channel 25.8, and now on the new Ace Country Radio app.
With temperatures heating up, that means staying hydrated is crucial, especially if you're playing sports or exercising outside.
We can lose a large amount of fluid in our body, pounds of fluid, just exercising for an hour in the heat.
and we have to replace that, and that's paramount. Now, we don't always just want to replace it just with free water, but we want some electrolyte supplementation in there as well, because we can actually look at our clothing as it dries and there's white stuff. Well, that's sodium and potassium, and that's why the electrolytes are important to go along with the free water that we're drinking.
Dr. Colin Kitchell is a family medicine physician for Cleveland Clinic. He says signs of dehydration include feeling thirsty, having dark-colored urine, increased heart rate, muscle cramps, headache, and fatigue. Dehydration can also lead to heat exhaustion and the risk for heat stroke. Heat stroke can be deadly and needs to be treated immediately. So what's the best way to avoid dehydration? Dr. Kitchell says if you're an athlete, it's not enough to just drink water right before your game. You should prepare much sooner than that.
I always tell most of my athletes that are preparing, that actually starts 3 days before the event, and to get your body fully hydrated and get the cells full of water. But leading up to the event, 2 hours before is a good time to start really hydrating and helping with fluids, as well as throughout.
Dr. Kitchell says if you are planning to buy sports drinks with electrolytes, be sure to keep an eye on the sugar content. You don't want it to have too much.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Taking a look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam, it's looking sunny and hot. Rory Russell tells us what's in store for the week coming up after the break.
Make this the summer event going on now at Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. Summer is here, and at Saida Trudeau, we have the perfect Jeep for your summer adventures. Whether you're going off-road, a long road trip, or hitting the beach, make this the summer event you pick up a new Jeep at Saida Trudeau, like the all-new 2024 Gas Jeep Wrangler or the all-new 2024 Gas Jeep Gladiator, both with $2,000 in rebates on all trim levels. Maybe good old American muscle is what you want. Come check out the 2024 Dodge Durango RT with $3,600 in rebates. You can save money and look good. To set up a test drive, call us at 775-727-0102 or find us online at SaidaTrudeauChryslerJeepDodge.com. Make this the summer event you'll never forget at Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, your original hometown dealer.
Ace Country.
Rise and shine. Tune in Sunday mornings at 8 for the Classic Country Breakfast with me, Mikey. I'll be playing a whole hour of all the classics. From Willie,
on the road again,
to Johnny,
I fell into a burning ring of fire,
to Patsy,
crazy,
to Dolly,
Jolene, Jolene.
All the classic country music to start your Sunday morning. You bring the hash browns, and I'll bring the Hank.
Oh, my power bill. What?
Wait, you don't have to be ruthless to save energy. Turn off unnecessary lighting, unplug unused devices and appliances. Set your thermostat to be more efficient. For more information, go to vea.coop.
Look, Maggie, this month is much better.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Good evening, Nevada. I'm Rory Russell here from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and streaming everywhere at KPVM.TV and now Roku. Taking a look at Nevada right now up in northern Nevada. Fernley and Fallon are both at 92 degrees. Carson City in the 80s at 89 degrees. Tonopah 1 degree higher at 90 degrees. Goldfield at 93. Beatty at 101. Amargosa at 105. Las Vegas at 104. And Death Valley is very hot today. Here in the Paradise of Pahrump, it is currently 101 degrees. The high today just a little while ago was 103. 63. It was sunny today, wind blowing south at 12 miles per hour, humidity 8% today, and the sun rose this morning at 5:29 and is going to set tonight at 8:05 p.m. The humidity does raise up to 16% and the wind continues to blow southeast at 12 miles per hour. The low tonight's going to be in the 70s at 74, and with clear skies, let's take a look at the rest of the week. It looks like we're going to have sunny skies throughout this week into next week, and you see our little flags on the 4th of July next Thursday, and unfortunately it looks like we have a new high at 111 degrees next Friday, but our low is going to be on Monday at 103 degrees, so that means to stay hydrated and patriotic. Back to the desk, here's David.
Thank you, Rory. Well, that wraps up this edition of News 25. I'm David Preston. Have a great weekend.
The LGBTQ Center of Las Vegas provides a range of health and wellness services in a safe and non-judgmental environment. You can get fast and comprehensive HIV testing as well as screening for STIs for little to no cost. Appointments are recommended, but walk-ins are welcome. Located in the heart of Las Vegas near downtown, the center also provides an on-site pharmacy. Get more information at thecenterlv.org. This message is sponsored by a grant through the Sands Corporation, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association.